Let me tell you why it's not the rich man's fault. It's so easy to always point the finger to the rich man. It's his fault. Look at this rich guy. Look at these rich people, what they're doing. The rich keep getting richer. It's all their fault. Some of you are not going to like this video, and I'm okay with that. But if you like this video, put a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below, and share it with others. Let me get right into it. Look, you ever wonder what we learned about COVID? Meaning, so during COVID, we gave away $6.5 trillion of money that we printed. The government kept 3.5 of it for their own project. So they put out about $3 trillion of money to the people, right? The $3 trillion that went to people, who did it go to? Did it go to the rich? No. Did it go to upper class? No. It went to middle and low-income families. However, even though that money went to middle and low-income families, how is it that the money flowed to the same rich people? How is it that the richest of the richest got richer more than ever before? Why is that? I'm going to give you a story about myself here, and then we'll go, and you'll see what direction I'm going with this. I am 21 years old, okay? 21 years old. I've been running a business. I'm running on empty. I have no money left except for a $5,000 MBNA credit card. So me, being the genius that I am at 21 years old, I have a strategy. What do? I go to Las Vegas. And I call my friends, Freddie and all these guys from Bally's. We're going to Vegas. As I'm turning everything around, I figured out this formula. I watched Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman. I'm pretty good in math. I think I'm going to crack the code to blackjack. So I go, and I'm a pretty good blackjack player, but I'm playing aggressive because I'm trying to make up $50,000 to pay off the debt and another $50,000 so I can start a side business. Look at the genius mindset this 21-year-old kid has, who just left the military, wants to be Mr. Olympia, but wants to kind of find a faster way of making money. I go, cash out $5,000. Go straight to the blackjack table. I play. I'm going to ask you a question. How long do you think it took me to lose that $5,000? You think it took me a day, a weekend, 3 days? What do you think it took me? Maybe 6 hours? 30 minutes, $5,000. Now, you got to realize $5,000 may not mean anything today, but $5,000, when you have $100 cash in a bank and you're in debt $45,000, all of your credit cards are maxed out, $5,000 like $1 million, right? It's a lot of money to me. 30 minutes, I go. First hand, lose. Second hand, lose. I went on like a 15-hand losing streak. It's never happened in my career before, but one by one, this thing goes. I lose the money. In that moment, I don't even know how to describe to you how I feel in that moment. Like, my friends are trying to be nice. They're like, it's okay. We met some people. We're going to go to the club tonight, Pat. It's going to be all right, bro. Don't even worry about it. I'm like, don't even worry about it. I have nothing left to myself, right? Okay, so I come back. And I'm broke. I'm poor. I was looking for a shortcut. You know what happened during COVID? Here's what we learned during COVID. There's 3 types of people that were exposed, both positively and negatively during COVID. Let me explain. The first were the poor that got poor, okay? The second were those who were broke, maybe on the outside, but they spent years changing their mindset and their habits, and the broke who became richer, okay? What do I mean by that? This is the new money. This is people that didn't have money. They took certain strategies. They put their money in certain places. Next thing you know, pre-COVID, they had $28,000 in a bank. Now they got $620,000. Pre-COVID, they had $117,000 in investments. Now they got $1.3 million. Pre-COVID, they were at $620,000. Now they're at $9.3 million. Yes, because they capitalized it during that time. And then you have who? The richest of the richest who just got richer. The guy who was worth $50 million, now he's worth $280. The guy that was worth $380, now he's worth $1.3. The guy that was worth $1 billion, now he's worth $3.8. The guy that was worth maybe $50 billion, who's now worth a couple $100 billion, you know who I'm talking about. What is the point? No matter how much we blame the rich for getting richer, we forget that if you put money through the system, it's always going to flow to the same exact people. By the way, food for thought. If I were to right now, we went through a system right now with the government, and we give $1 million to everybody in America today. And let's just say AOC's dream becomes a reality. Let's give everybody $1 million, hypothetically. Bernie Sanders, let's give everybody $1 million. What the hell do you think is going to happen with that $1 million? Here's what's going to happen, $1 million. $1 million goes in, $0 million flows to billionaires and the rich and the job creators every time. The problem isn't who the government's giving money to or who the government's bailing out or not. The problem is all these political leaders who claim they care about the people so much, when is the last time they got up on the pedestal and said, go read these next 20 books and change your mindset? Because this is what this guy had to do at 21 years old when he thought the shortcut was to go put $5,000 on blackjack and keep doubling his bet. Maybe I'm going to make $50,000 to $100,000 and bail myself out, and that doesn't work. Everybody's chasing the next short, cut to go out there and make their money. It just doesn't work. So money's going to keep flowing to the right rich people who keep creating value and keep creating net for themselves. And unless you do the same as well, it's not going to happen to you. So if you're watching this right now, like I said, you may say, Pat, I fully disagree with you. Put a thumbs down. I'm okay with that. But if you agree with this, thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching this, I did a video, I don't even know how many years ago, 5.5 years ago. The title is 11 Skills Millionaires Master. If you've never watched this video before, click over here to watch the video. And with that being said, have a great week, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye, bye-bye.